Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today I couldn't be more excited because a knife is going to be dropping tonight and I guarantee you it sells out, and it sells out fast. What knife is that? Well, we're going to find out in just a second. Got a few new offerings to show y'all, and that first knife is the brand new Vosteed Shilin cutter. This is a new upgraded version of the Nightshade, one of my favorite Vosteed budget knives for sure, along with the Raccoon. But I got to handle this one at Blade Show and I was super excited because it has their Vanker lock like we saw on the Ankylo. Y'all know I like this one. I've abused my other one and it's handled it like a champ. Now we have it on a mid-sized Nightshade. So you have the original Nightshade, that's a TH standing for thumb hole, and you have the mini Nightshade, the new Shilin cutter, which I'm guessing they changed the name because of the lock and it being completely different than the rest of these. But this one you have the regular flipper, front flipper, and thumb studs. And you know, I'm not usually a fan of that because it doesn't work all that well. Like this one works, but it's more comfortable to do the regular back flipper and the blade hole than the front flipper to me. But they redesigned it, so they made this even more comfortable. You got jipping there, and yeah, it comes out, and it comes out nice and hard. So you have that button actuated. It's kind of like a button actuated liner lock, but it's a beefed up liner lock, and it's a strong liner lock, like a compression lock pretty much. You have that front flipper that works. You can also do the reach around. You can use that button to deploy. And of course, my favorite is the thumb studs. And this thing comes out so fast. Just listen. Yeah, very, very nice. So here's a size reference between the three. So it's literally right in the middle of the normal Nightshade and the mini Nightshade. And you can see this little area right here. You do have a place to choke up. Just started doing the testing on the Shilin cutter, and boy, do I love the knife so far. Here it is next to the Ankylo. So it's a little smaller than the Ankylo, and obviously it's going to be smaller than the Raccoon. So it's a nice medium compact EDC knife in my opinion. My particular version has, it's like a rose gold, I guess that's what that is, or like a burnt bronze look with the white G10 or Norplex, one of the two. Still have the beautiful crown spine up top, and still have that full flat ground blade that comes down nice and thin. And this is one slicey little knife. One thing that I noticed on the new Shilin cutter is that you don't have as much of a downward arc, which I like a lot, but you still have a super versatile blade there because I can easily get the tip onto things. It's great for piercing, in hand cuts. It works great. The reason I like this downward cant like that is because it acts like a recurve when you're cutting, because that belly gets deeper and deeper as you pull it through. It may still do that here because you still have somewhat of a downward cant. More of just a belly there. So we'll have to see whenever I finish the testing. These go on sale tonight at 10 p.m. I'm pretty sure it's Eastern time. Don't worry, I will do a community thread post right before the drop. So if you're interested in one of these, you'll better pick one up. If you want to use my link, help support the channel, that's awesome. If not, it's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure they're $109. These are in 154 cm steel. So love to hear y'all thoughts. You know, my medium-sized hands, if I want, I can choke back right here. If I come up right here, I got a good bit left, so I can get right up to that edge if I need to make a nice controlled cut. If I need to do a pull cut, nice and comfortable. You do have nice contouring on these scales. G10 backspacer. Now, I wish they would have made it lefty friendly as well, because it's easy to actuate that lock left-handed. So I don't know if there's any lefty versions or if they plan on doing any lefties, but I did not see any, not that I recall. So yeah, this one's still breaking in nicely. I'm sure if I took it apart and cleaned it out, it'd be a guillotine like my original Ankylo. But super excited about this one. There's also a more premium version of this one that I handled at Blade Show, and I saw it on the site. It's got textured blue aluminum scales and an LMAX blade. I'm not sure if that's going to drop too tonight. If so, I may buy one of those because I love their LMAX, and I can see now this is going to be a super popular knife. I've carried it every day since I've gotten it. and it's a nice, easy one to carry. Nice size and nice weight. It's not overly heavy. I think it's like 7 and some change inches long, like 7.07 or something like that. I mean, not big at all. And you have a very slicey blade. Great for EDC. I think it looks nice. I'd love to hear y'all thoughts down below. There's tons of different options. If you don't like the coated blade, I'm pretty sure there's 9 coated blade options. Different color G10. Just a bunch of different options. And like I said just now, I don't know if the LMAX and aluminum is going to be dropping or not. It looks like it because it's on the same sheet, but you never know. I did reach out to them and ask them because, like I said, I want to try to get in line to pick up one of those myself. This was my original Nightshade TH in 154 CM as well. I still carry this one quite often, and I absolutely love it. Glad they went with 154 on this one. This one performs really, really well. And I still carry the LMAX version, my Frankenstein one, a whole lot also. Carried the Ankylo last week a good bit. We had a party at our house and I had to break down a bunch of boxes, and this is what I used. It worked fantastic, and this one's also in 154 CM as well. Well, back in the pocket she goes. Next up, I reviewed the Miguron Malory very recently, and I said this may be my #1 favorite budget knife of 2024. And I also said during that review, if you didn't see it, go check that out. But in that review, I said right after I finished the testing, I ordered a second one, and that one arrived. And this one is in the blue micarta, my favorite color, same satin blade. And this one came pretty smooth out of box. That one broke in quickly, and I'm sure this one will too. It's got great flipping action, just like that one as well. And of course, it's got that nice deep hollow grind. So yeah, absolutely love this knife. And if you're interested in these, I will link these down below as well. Next, we have the Null Knives Raiden R2. There's some upgrades, and I gotta say, whenever I opened this knife, I was like, wow. I'm not sure if it was Best Tech or Riot on this one. I will find that out for the full review. It's probably in his sheet. But you have this milling pattern, and he also is going to be offering another milling pattern as well. But we'll talk about that in the full review. You got nice thumb studs. Those are perfect. I mean, they grab the finger nicely without being uncomfortable. Check out that pivot. You have the blind screw mill tie puck clip that goes with the flow, and these are going to be in CPM Magna Cut, Rockwell from 63 to 64. Outstanding. The Null Knives logo there. You can reverse flick off the blade window, but just the action on this thing is what's awesome. This thing rockets out. You have that harpoon, two-tone harpoon blade there. Yeah, I remember how much I like this one. Very, very nice. Reverse flick's great. The ergos feel fantastic because even though you have this large choil area, these two fingers fit perfectly right there. And then right here by the harpoon area, you got some jumps right there that really locked me in. Yeah, this one is fantastic. My full review will be coming soon. The Raiden R2 pre-order opens on Thursday, November 19th, 2024 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Null Knives site. We also got in this Prybar multi-tool from Axial Gear, or Axial Knives. It says this was crafted in Utah, so made in the USA. It's a titanium Prybar. You have a nail puller, pry in right here, jumps, and this is called the Pinch Bar 2.0. You have 2 micro bits right there, and they give you those because there's a slot for the micro bits right here. So I had a spare bit. I want to see how this works. I'm not sure. I don't know what that's made of. Maybe aluminum. I can't tell. It kind of feels like aluminum. If I find it out before the video, I'll put it up here. I don't know. I don't think there is a magnet in there, but it's a very tight fit. At first, I didn't think this was going to fit, but it's definitely not going anywhere. Very tight fit. What you want, I don't want it to fall out. As you can see, it's screwed in from this side. It's either aluminum or titanium. It might be titanium. I don't know. It doesn't have much flex to it. I guess you could use that. I guess that's also uses a pocket clip. You do have some space underneath there. You could use that to turn on. Nice stone wash tie. And this will probably stay right here by my review table because the other day I had to pry something. Broke a tip on a knife. So I'll just use this. Got a cap lifter. Of course, you got to have a cap lifter, huh? So that is the Pinch Bar 2.0 by Axial Knives. If you're interested in this one, I will link it down below also. I also picked up a brand new Fintiso knife. I've liked pretty much everything I bought from them, especially at their price points, and they use a lot of 14C. This is a brand new model for them, their Parrot series. I got the blue and black G10 variant. They also have one other G10 variant and 2 aluminum variants. I forget the price. It was, I think, like under 50 bucks. I think it was like 48 bucks. Thumb stud, and it's a button lock. Great action. Get a sheet foot blade, 14C, 2010 steel. Deep carry, pocket clip, inside into the frame, countersunk screws, skeletonization. This is pretty darn lightweight. Feels pretty good. And it's nice and smooth also. Mine is, I just got this one the other day. Bought it myself. Great action. I thought it looked nice. Decided to pick one up. Now, my biggest gripe on the knife, I have 2 gripes on this knife. And I don't know, at this price point, you know, everything else is done pretty well. So I may give it a slide. But the sharpening choil is pretty bad. You can see where it's already hit the plunge grind right there. And it's on both sides. Look how bad that is. So if I don't fix that, it's going to go deeper and deeper into that thick portion right there. And it's going to become very hard to sharpen. And I could possibly ruin my stone. So I'm going to fix it whenever I go to sharpen it. And I was kind of worried because usually the button lock is usually right too close to it. But button lock is back here. So I can easily fix that. No problem. I decided to go with the G10 because one of my, I think it's the Harp series and one of the other ones in aluminum. The aluminum was a little slick, so I didn't want to take that chance. And I like blue anyway, so the blue and black I thought looked nice, so I figured why not. That price, they usually perform really well. This next knife I've been saving up for a while, sold 2 knives also, and when my local shop got one of these, I jumped on it. Been wanting a drop point Chris Reeve Umnumzaan for the longest time. This is a new one that has the glass blasted finish. On the glass blasted finish, they polish all the hardware, I noticed. And I'm trying to decide which one I like better. The glass blast finish, or I have a Tonto with the regular, so you can see a side by side. The one good thing about this glass blast, it doesn't snail trail up as much or as fast like the dark blasted finish, because it definitely snail. I mean, you can see the clip already snail trailed. This clip has that blast finish on it. So what do y'all think? Which Umnumzaan, if you were gonna be buying one, which one would you buy? The Tonto or the drop point? I haven't 100% decided yet, but I think I may be selling the Tonto one. A guy at my local shop was gonna buy this one, but he found out that I was wanting to purchase it, so he let me purchase it. I didn't know that till after the fact, because I wouldn't have let him do that. But I told him if I sell the Tonto, it's, you know, he gets first dibs on it, and I'll just sell it to him for probably a little bit less than what I got it for in the secondary. Give him a good deal on it. I love the look of the Tonto, but I think as far as usefulness or versatility, I think I like the drop point a little bit more. And I don't know. A part of me likes the old school blasted finish because I like the snail trails. It gives it character. I kind of like the feeling of the blasted finish. You can see this one has like a matte satin on the hardware, and this hardware is polished. Both of these are Magna Cut. This one's still breaking in. This one is, I've taken this one apart, cleaned it, and got it pretty darn smooth. I can flick this one out. This one, I cannot do that. This one right here has OCD for EDC. Slick them all in it, baby. That's why I can flip it out. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope every one of y'all is having an absolute amazing day. I hope every one of y'all went vote. And like I said earlier, any of these that are available, I will have them all linked down in the description. And always remember, you got to keep those blades sharp. Smile more. Peace.